Yeah, my first fucking first broadcast of the new year, man. Happy New Year to everybody. Dude, I'm honestly seriously thinking about entering the tournament next year for me, man.
And during our holiday sticker sales event, hurry in to get 0% APR for 66 months and 2,000 additional cash on specially tagged 2019 vehicles. Visit your local Kia dealer, look for a sticker, and save. It's the perfect time of year to get a great deal, so hurry into Kia's holiday sticker sales event today.
Is to move out of my dad's house.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football.
I'm not doing that this semester.
Ready, 95, 56. Check, walk 54, walk 54.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
You guys know what it is. I don't hate
95, 56, 95, 56.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. They run. It's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Get the ball first. I want to get points.
Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Breeze on the bootleg.
Got it.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. There at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. After the sack, they come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Sack again. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's that ball. I'm not even in the right play. We're watching fuck it up. He's over here thinking. He's like, should I do this? It'd be funnier if he gets a safety because I'm getting the ball back anyways.
They're indeed going for it as they look to
fix his line.
And this is incomplete.
Oh my God.
Real head scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already.
He got the ball at the 4-yard line. Only thing he did right was fix his fucking blocking.
Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
And I threw an interception. He's probably trying to figure out when I'm going to kick him outside again. I'm not. I only kick on outside. Just start pass.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points.
Okay, oh my God.
It's intercepted.
Oh,
picked off by Kiko Alonso.
Oh,
and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all these rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And assuming that all goes through, you should have your citizenship back in 16 months.
18 games.
He can run, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
I don't know the pick though. You haven't done shit on offense. Shit. Dude hasn't done shit on offense. I'm wearing the Saints jersey right now. Might be why I'm freaking.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's out past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That's good.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24
he dropped
plays.
it.
Down 2 touchdowns early.
He dropped it. I thought he
Probably
caught
not
that
very
shit.
deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And finding Keelan Cole. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Where are you going,
And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard.
Locked.
6 yards brings up 3rd down.
Pass. Better pass it. I'm in the wrong. It's my fault. Ass player.
On the ready.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
I'm not going to waste the time out because it's not worth my time.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You ain't doing nothing better. You ain't doing. Hey, C6.
He's probably going to wait for him to take this.
They'll try and throw for it here.
He got it.
The open man is
He
short.
got
It's
it.
complete.
No.
Touchdown.
No.
Jaguars.
What? How'd that happen?
DJ Chark, 60 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Bullshit. I have a habit of blowing leads, too. So I got to not.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ooh, if Thomas or Ginn is open, I might take the shot.
From the gun, it's Breeze.
Otherwise.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, he's got him.
Touchdown, baby.
New Orleans.
That's why you get yourself a Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas.
Best receiver in the game, bar none. Bar none.
The Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
And somehow I still have all 3 of my timelines. Everyone was just working as a fucking dot.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I would have been kind of upset if it was an interception, but not.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
I'm going to cover 2.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10.
Good shit.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Amazing grace.
This one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really...
Oh, he quit.
Ma'am, this is a place of medicine.
Jesus.
And their popular music is interesting. And here it is, the #1 song for the 10,000th week in a row. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Well, no matter. We better restore things to the way they were. Let's go back to Jamestown and undo... Oh, dear. What is it? A return pad. Looks like it took some bullets during our escape. Doesn't seem to be working. What is that? What is that? What are you looking for? What are you looking for specifically? Yeah, that's right. But I'm afraid our only hope is that perhaps the alternate Stewie in this universe has created his own time machine that we can use. Well, let's hope so, because otherwise they're going to kill us. Yeah, or stick us on some kind of white people reservation.
Don't give them any money. They're just going to spend it all on deviled eggs.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Jet sweep.
Get there. Thank you.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Being chased out left. Now fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of...
Aren't you supposed to be running around? Don't talk to me. You have a bad reputation in the chicken community.
Doctor, how is Brian? Is he going to be okay?
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Griffin, but Brian's injuries are just too severe for us to save him.
Hey, that's a dub, bro. Hey, he was talking a lot, man. I was like, man, he left off of a punt, though. I would have given him the friendly quit too if he had offered it, but he canceled it. So, but he canceled it. But
oh my God, Brian, no!
You really? Damn it, Brian, you can't die. We were going to do so many things together. We were going to become wing servants. I was going to be a little better than you, but we were both going to be good.
You guys, I think Brian's trying to say something.
it's 2 dubs, bro. One of them we do quite. That dude was actually pretty good, bro. He was fucking good. I'm not even gonna hate on him, but take the dubs however you can get him, bro. I would have given him a friendly quit.
I'm sorry.
But nice.
He's good.
Yes, Chris. I'm afraid that our Brian is dead.
Moving up in the rankings, boy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
Yeah, they fucked it up.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st down, Brady.
Oh, my God, too much time.
Here's Sanu on the catch. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brady again. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Van Bell. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go,
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Kamara try the right side. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out.
Looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Brady now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This is White on the screen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the toss, here's Michel.
He actually.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
I hadn't even pulled out my entire playbook.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Let's see what
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Breeze. His throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up throwing a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
And the funny thing is, Breeze can actually throw on the run. This man throws on the run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze.
I'm not saying he's one of the best at it.
Flush to his right. Looking for Gannon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brady going to throw. And this is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Good shit. Getting off the...
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down.
Get him. Thank you.
Let's go. And he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Trey Hendrickson and the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jamie Collins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Like, you're hurrying up and he has to do that fucking shoulder twitch. And you were wide open too, bro. Wide open.
A reminder coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. Pressure gets to him, And down he goes, back at the 4-yard line. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Brady to throw.
He's in the pocket.
Flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, third and goal.
450. Shadow.
Shotgun now for Brady. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Fulton. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. And it's caught inside the 35.
Nice work, Dan.
Touchdown! New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 64 yards as they are now on the board.
That's a good ball at half. So all I got to do.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A good ball.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The key thing right here is just making sure he doesn't score.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
He cannot get any points on the board, bro.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Brady.
I like that a lot.
He's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Might run it.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
The spin move, that stupid.
They'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Fourth and 15. So no foul.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Bring it out, baby.
They'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. Overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 on the ground. This is Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big play there out of Kamara. 61 yards that time on the ground. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Breeze.
Bro, what is
coming?
that?
Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
I was actually
normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal.
There we go.
He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab.
Breeze.
They are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
That means
he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
I'm going to start sending heat up this morning. You got to. Real heat. Real heat.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He knows the situation. That's what I do. Bro. Oh, yeah. Yep, and he has no blockers over here, bro. No, he hasn't.
Now he'll throw with Grady. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Safeties.
Brady gives to Michelle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And it's Michelle once again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. On first down, Michelle. Into the secondary again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown was to go. We're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They go play action here on first down. And he'll let it fly in the direction of... This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, shit. No. Bro, let's.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. On the ground, Michelle, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I can't give him the first down. I got to take him.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Michel.
No more yardage than that.
He's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Brady, a quick throw out to Edelman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that one Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And this is Cook with a grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
Dude, this is like super stressful. I know what I need. I need at least a couple yards just to have a chance.
To throw is Breeze.
Go ahead and take Cook.
That'll be complete to Cook. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I'd go for the field goal now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Chances to see if someone gets open. I'm not going to do more.
Now
I'm going to get him go. I'm going to go ahead and get Cook.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 24 all. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer.
Yes.
Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As
he got too cocky at the end.
21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. First throw of overtime for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Breeze now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right, looking for the end zone. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down.
All right, it's got to lock up on him.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Lock up on D, boys.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I got no permissions from him.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This is where I need a pick, though.
Brady now on 1st down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Brady now to throw. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Get to that man.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I'm not picking the ball out there. I know which one he's picking. Not even that. I don't think.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment.
But we don't have ties in Madden, bro.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
This game's he didn't even have
this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Oh, my God, bro. What are we doing with life?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up, lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive. Not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise, they're always just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Bro, I'm actually stressed out right now. This dude is actually fucking good, bro. Do not play me.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook.
Cook!
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
It's over!
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and
Let's
the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you
all
wanted.
comes
But
down
how
to
much
that
fun was that? We had
interception.
that type of a game
fourth quarter,
where we got us
and
to
all you have to do is
overtime,
move the ball.
and then we get the dramatic ending
My
to finish
dude.
things off as well. What a
Thank
game.
you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
That's a way to end it. Jesus. That's called heart and determination. Holy fucking, oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that was Michael Thomas that picked up that ball. No, I juked him. And Michael Thomas. Yeah, I juked him. And Michael Thomas. I mean, because he had the pursuit. He could have got him. Michael Thomas was right there, and that was all I needed, bro.
I don't know much aside from the fact that Men in Black 2 is a joyless cash grab. But I do know that whatever you have brewing around in your noggin really connected with you. I can't deny that. I can't deny that I'm inspired by your passion. I want in. Suicide Pact. Yes! Yeah, let's do it! Together, you little son of a bitch! On 3. 1, 2.
You guys doing mornings?
He's like standing back there in the pocket, baby. Defense in my face. He got hit on that play too, bro. He got fucking smackarooed.
It's a scenario 4.
I don't want you to look what happened to Breeze on this play, bro. He got fucking smacked. But he made the fucking throw, bro. That's what I was waiting on. That's what I was waiting on to get open.
We get paid enough for this shit.
Look at the crowd, bro. On their feet, they knew I was coming at you. And start getting hype, Saints fans.
No wonder you're constantly fighting with each other behind schedule.
What?
Nothing.
But for real, this dude put up a fucking fight, man.
Rick? Hello, just here from my putter. Jerry's mind blowers?
And see, I'm not the king of Madden, bro. I'm pretty fucking good. Don't disrespect me. You disrespecting me by trying to fucking showboat.
They fell for it. Let's send Kobo home.
Where's Dad?
He should be here any second. It's funny, Jerry spent his life seeking attention, but in the end, humanity's instinctive dismissal of him saved an alien's life.
He knows where to go, right?
Yep, any minute now.
Did it work? Did Did you guys get Gobo home?
You have Gobo. You were supposed to bring him to the hill.
As if. He was in your basket.
He was in your car.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as
I just can't play him.
Set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let Sean Payton do some shit like that. I don't give a shit if he's taking an exception. Let Sean Payton do some play. And not he's got a long play. I think about that. Nothing like that. Exception,
95-56, 95-56.
I know this is not.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
That kind of shit.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again to Kamara running right. Kamara's got the first down and then some. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. 71 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
He's not as fast as me, with his skateboards.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, here's Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson underneath for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kiko Alonso coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You should have picked up.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Watson. It's complete. Stills. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw is Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the Brandon. When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 37 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Kamara.
It don't matter.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. These two teams all tied after one. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 42 yards.
95-56. Over. Check 3. Protein spill.
Breeze now. And
Are you
it'll be
serious?
intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. See, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes has gotten together, and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That cheated. I made up for it. He walked up. He walked up.
Let's go. Do you tighten up? Let's go. Do you tighten up? Kill. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
This should have happened the last
Ted
time.
Ginn, 46 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
That's what I'm going to do. Every time he runs, I'm expecting to do it.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Everything. That's why I have my audibles set up. So I have my audibles set up the way I do for that reason.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They try again with Hyde. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. This
one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Way back in the coverage now.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. He got 29 yards that time. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Where have we seen this before from Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
That's all right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
At last carry, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Pass incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he finds Stills complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Nashville. What's up?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Dances by him. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Breeze to throw. This is caught by Gill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jaleel Adai.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Watson. This is Miller, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 games in a row before this. All right. It was an unfortunate interception. I should have went ahead and kicked it. Shut up, Isaiah. I don't need your negativity.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. He's got Fuller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A first down carry now for Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Yes.
Now Watson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now Watson. They almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
That should have been a pick. That should have been a pick. Robbed.
The crowd here in the dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Here's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He's back to throw. There he goes inside the 30. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. They'll look to throw.
Hey, you got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. One final try here for Breeze.
Let's go.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I just got to get this shit in overtime. Let's go. Oh, fuck.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied.
I was going to go for Tuesday, but I was like, nah.
In overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some
Generally,
more
I would have, bro, but I was like...
Right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
That's the last game I played. That's fucking crazy.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a lower carry? I'd stay with him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
I hate having to be born.
So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
Jesus Christ.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,
shit.
I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
2 picks. Still got it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com.
Time is it?
The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
One more in me. He didn't, bro. Man, you thought I lost too, didn't you, Isaiah? 87.5% completion, 338 yards, 3 touchdowns, bro. And the thing is, I threw 2 picks. Only thing that killed me was those 2 picks I threw. Other than that, though, dude. I got one more in me. I got one more game in me. So I got to cut off the stream, bro. But undefeated on the stream tonight. Undefeated on the stream tonight. What? Look at my overall record, bro. I took 75 L's. I'm in top 13.7%. 106 wins. Bro. James Winston. Winston would have thrown a pick 6 in overtime. On the first play. Get that shit right.
There you go. Son of a bitch. How the hell does anyone do that?
If anything, I'm more like Brett Favre. Dude, the dude I played in my last game before him, He was so stupid. He had the game won because I threw a pick for like 36 seconds and I only had 2 timeouts. But yet he went out and fucking passed the ball, and I picked him off, scored, sent it to overtime, and won in overtime. It took 2 overtimes though. We both had a possession, both kicked a field goal, and I scored a game-winning touchdown with Cook, Jared Cook, bro.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore
Oh, man, we got a
at
Ravens
M&T Bank
user.
Stadium. The two teams
shit.
emerging
I
from
already know
their
that means Lamar
respective tunnels
Jackson.
a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd.
The other dude didn't
Set
talk, bro.
as
The
their
other dude didn't
Ravens
talk.
will match up with Drew Brees and the New
But
Orleans
he was
Saints.
too cocky for me, bro. Too cocky.
Here's
I
Will
got a
Lutz
Ravens
ready to
user. I
get
hate
this one
Ravens
started.
users. I know what they're going to
Off we
do.
go from
Like, I can beat
M&T
him. This is
Bank
about Lamar
Stadium.
Jackson.
Fielded about a
I
yard
got a
deep.
scheme for Lamar Jackson.
And a nice return sets
But
him up pretty
it
good
doesn't
here
work.
at the 30-yard line.
Dude, that was fucking crazy. Hey, yo, Isaiah, like I said, man, I'm sorry about the Steelers, bro. It was either you or Ray making the playoffs, man, and the fucking Titans pulled it out. I know you're not stunting over it, though, bro, but I feel you. I can't say I don't.
So 1st and 10 now
Oh,
from
you know
the
what I
30.
forgot to do? You know what I forgot to do? I forgot. I set up the wrong person.
Jackson from the
He
shotgun.
ain't passing out.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result,
Dude, they
unable to hold
are,
on to the
bro. I
football.
honestly hope the Saints better beat the Vikings this week, bro. I ain't playing, bro. The Saints
Ball
better
on the
beat the
30
fucking
as they
Vikings.
come up 2nd
They
and
better
10.
not be first-round exits. Not these damn Vikings.
They'll run for the first
I don't
time.
want another
Mark Ingram.
Minneapolis Miracle.
Only a yard on the
I'm in
pickup
NFC.
there, so it leaves them
They
needing
go
a conversion
Vikings
here
fans
on
talking
3rd
mad
and a
shit.
tough 9.
I'm
Vision is
confident.
so important
We got-
for the man in the
we can
middle
beat the
because
Vikings.
his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Dude,
To throw is Jackson.
he did exactly what I wanted him to do. Go all the way out with Jackson. And he's still going to fuck around and get the first. Nope. I'll take
The ball
that.
popped in the air and intercepted.
I'll take that.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Audibles. Audibles. I swear, I run the I formation more than probably anybody. Because everybody runs shotgun and shit, bro. But I like running the ball, bro. Because running the ball in Madden 20 is fucking OP. Like, it's so hard to stop the run.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Tackle made there
Like,
by
a lot of
Josh
people, they run the
Bynes.
ball and they fucking get stopped
Well, we
on
saw
the
him there
first play
trying
and
to
they
get it
stop.
to the
I'm like,
outside,
I
trying to
run
get
the
to the
ball.
perimeter,
I run
but not a
the
whole
ball.
lot of
That's not
room
Saints
there.
play.
There's got to be one
But, no, I got
positive to
good
that.
moves.
If you keep moving
I also got
laterally,
Alvin Kamara.
creases
Alvin
tend
Kamara's
to
fucking.
develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back
Shouldn't
inside
have
loaded.
juked. Shouldn't have
And they'll
juked.
be
But I got
inside the
first.
35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to
Bro,
pick up there, and it's
I
a
honestly
first
think the
down.
Titans are going
And
to
there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching
I don't know
film.
what
You
it
said
is,
write
though.
down the word vision
Tom
for
Brady.
him. It was on
I
display
dynasty
there, wasn't
ends.
it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
I don't normally run this
That's
play.
going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air it out, and this is caught.
Michael
And he is
Thomas.
into the end zone. Touchdown,
NT
New Orleans.
1-3, baby. Let's
Michael
go.
Thomas.
Best receiver in the
36
NFL.
yards.
Best receiver
As
in
his
the
guys
NFL. At
are
least
able
this
to
season.
strike
At least this
first
season.
here in this opening quarter.
So glad he broke Marvin Harrison's record, too.
Lutz with the
Let's hope he's
extra
gonna get
point,
one big
and it's
reception
now a
for him.
7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I sent that hot one, too. Sent that hot one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
This dude.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee.
I don't know
he'll start
kickoff
at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just going to be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see.
Can't do anything. He can't do anything.
But this one is incomplete.
This dude wants to run around with Lamar Jackson, bro. I know it. As I said, this is my main playbook. This is my main scheme for fucking Lamar Jackson.
Here on third down.
Create the spy. I didn't get to set my defensive line up, bro. That
killed me. Go deep for Roberts.
Wish he would have stayed up.
Will be incomplete.
Dude, that's what I said. People use Lamar Jackson. They like running with him, bro. If they can't run with him, if they can't run with him,
if they can't run with him, they don't know what to do. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
If he doesn't get this first, he might quit.
That borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson.
I knew he was going to do it.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover.
They don't know what else to do, bro. I got set on my
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Dude, that's why. If I score again, he's going to quit.
Throwing on first down is Breeze.
He picked it off. He picked it off, bro. He baited that. He baited the hell out of that.
And a big turnover there.
He baited the hell out of that. What the fuck?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10.
I can't even be mad at that, bro. He baited the hell out of that.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Here we go.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Jackson buying time to his left.
Oh, what the hell is that?
That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle.
My defensive line all the way. Dude, my defensive line was way past him. I brought him all the way back.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's caught that?
Complete.
He caught that?
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
He caught it.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure.
Dude, don't lie to me. That's a fucking intentional grounding. That's intentional grounding. There's no way that wasn't intentional grounding.
Again, the 37 as they line up second and 10. Jackson to throw again.
Dude, why are my defenders not right? That's all I'm thinking.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense. And
that is my life, bro. It's death taxes and me throwing interceptions. There's the guarantees in life, man.
They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing is Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
But he didn't get it.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
I'm going to keep this fucking. Only because, dude, he has Lamar fucking Jackson.
second down and goal.
No, he's going to do it.
Flush to his right.
I don't give a shit.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He doesn't punch it
Hollywood Brown,
into
the
the
intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the
Cameron
front
Jordan is
and
actually
the
supposed to
back
be in
in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Third and goal, Jackson. He'll buy some time. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, Charles, you said it after the fourth down stop. That's almost guaranteed points the other way, and that comes to fruition with a touchdown.
Well, the unnecessary risk did come back to haunt them, didn't it? End up getting those points that I predicted that they were going to give up because it's guaranteed
points. And he
misses
the extra point.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 40 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. On 3rd down, Jackson, and that is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
He turned off the mic, though. I think he was getting ready to talk shit, and he turned off the mic. I saw him on the mic.
Kamara try the right side.
Nope. No. No.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half.
I know how to use this
and the
goddamn
Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Hey Zay, in our
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hey Zay, bro, in our friend circle, who do you think's the best in Madden? All right, now we already know I'm not the best in 2K. I'm fucking trash at 2K. But who's the best in Madden?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Right. Let's put everyone in there, you know. Fucking you, Ray, me, with
the
Darius.
Raven offense set
Joseph.
up the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
I feel like that's disrespectful.
You never have enough points with the high.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I had a feeling
Darius
does play,
Cameron Jordan.
So I can't even say that.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean,
who's the second best?
Normally, don't have a lot of
I can agree with
for the QB, right? In this case, Def has been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he survived.
Give me that.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Why did he call a timeout?
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson.
Where do you rank?
Right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, and now they face a fourth down.
Get you, bro. Like, if you had decent defense, you wouldn't be that bad. Like, it's just, I don't know.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. And he'll lay out and pull it in.
He caught that, though. How was that not a pick? Give me my interceptions, bro. You serious?
As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
They be bailing them out, man. What the hell is that?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right.
Man, I'll take.
Incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on
Zay,
the
do you
clock.
think I could beat IMAV, Deuce, or Trent in a Madden game? Be honest.
Jackson now.
I think I could beat Juice. I still think I could beat Juice. Maybe not Trent. Because Trent's gotten better. And I know I couldn't be Mav. Mav fucking Mav put up fucking 40 on me, bro. Mav put up 40 on me. But I think I could beat Juice. At least this year. Because Juice ain't that good this year.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down.
All these Ravens people can do is run from Lamar Jackson.
Maybe that was for the
all they can do is actually call timeout. All they can do is run around from Lamar Jackson. They don't know what to do.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach. Thank you. Welcome everyone back.
Dude, he did it onside. He did it onside.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to
receive
the kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles before the start the second half with the onside kick risky.
I think Mav has his own ebook. I think he made his own ebook. I still think he made his own ebook. I don't use ebooks, so I don't. I run my own playbook. I run my own plays. I could probably sell an ebook. I don't think anyone would know how to use it, though, because I know how to use my plays. What I
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1.
Is where I need him to
and they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Working from the gun.
St. Peter's, too.
Open man is Thomas.
Bro,
a nice pick
who's the best receiver?
On the third down conversion.
Michael Thomas, bro.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It'll be a loss of a yard.
He done adjusted, bro. He done adjusted. I gotta respect that.
They run it again with Khalil.
Oh, yeah.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready, 95-56.
Shotgun now. Breeze.
Oh,
and the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll take
the dive look that time by defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
As much bullshit as he's been catching,
the kick by Lutz is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7?
I'm trying to have an undefeated stream. It's my last stream because I got to go to sleep. I'm trying to have an undefeated stream. I ain't lost a game yet. What the fuck was that, bro?
Good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's looking for a spark from Lamar Jackson.
That's all he got. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I think I fucked up. I fucked up.
He may try and run for this.
I didn't set up the spy. I set up the last second, and I was still on him.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
James, you better than that, man. You better than that, bro. You gotta have that spy set up, bro. You gotta have my defensive linemen contained.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But he stopped running around.
Good pickup there, 26 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A little juke.
No.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back.
I already had my read option set on conservative. Just for that, bro. Just for that. The option defense is on conservative. So he'll always be looking for the quarterback to run the ball in an option play. He's not going to be able to get. He's not going to be able to have the wide open line. We're always going to look for him to run on the option.
To his left. They'll try and run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
I know it's 3rd and 1, so he can run the ball.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This dude's actually playing it out, bro. Props to him, bro. Props to him. I can't even hate.
The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
No. I hate that shit. No.
Lose yardage on
Dude,
the play
my
back
option
at the
defense is on conservative. Whenever you do that read option, the fucking linemen know, bro. Pay attention. They know. Pay attention to the quarterback. That is on conservative. That is the total conservative.
Ride on this one. They'll go on
it's not going to
4th
happen 50-50. They will always look at Lamar Jackson run the ball. They will always look at him to think. When I fuck me up, he actually hands off the ball.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly
if I fumble
right.
on this play, I'm going to be mad. But I'm not going to be mad at the same time. Because of the score.
Exactly.
Isaiah, look who's at quarterback.
The best way to do it. Touchdown.
Ah, he got me. He saw it, bro. He saw it. But he probably didn't see it. It was probably
it's
just
a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll let this go.
He picked off Taysom Hill.
It's the former Seahawk.
He picked off Taysom Hill. I should have lobbed that, though. I bulleted it.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still
I should have lobbed it.
work to do.
I'm kind of mad at myself because I should have lobbed it.
Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can.
That's Taysom Hill quarterback.
Still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Do you think that should worry Isaiah? Do you think he's going to come back?
All the way across the 50
I'm
now
not
as they
worried.
come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So generally, if I fucking throw a pick, you'd be
nice
fucking
job
laughing
improvising,
at me.
finding
I
other
don't even think
options and
it's
completing the pass anyway.
in this game.
To throw
I didn't expect him to do
Jackson.
that.
They go screen.
How do you
This
fuck
is
up a
Ingram.
screen that bad?
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
How do you fuck
Call
up
it
a
a
screen
loss of
that
12 that time. And it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh,
to his right.
Christ. This dude in Lamar Jackson. And he
Outright,
got
this
the
is
first,
Boyle,
dude.
the tight end. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
This dude has heart,
Saints
bro. A lot of
territory
people
now.
have
Here's
heart.
1st and 10, down at the 33.
I can't even fucking hate.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former
I can't even
Sooner,
fucking
Mark
hate.
Andrews.
How many people do you
Now
know
the
out there
Ravens gonna use one
that
of
would
their
still be playing
timeouts.
right now?
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Thank you.
Looking for Snead, and it's
We're right to the
intercepted.
defense.
P.J. Williams
We're right
with a
to the
pick.
defense.
That he's able to get it
Right
back
to
to
the
the
defense.
33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent.
Oh,
and now
bro.
they're tackling an
Dude,
interception
he's
here
blinking, bro.
as this one continues to
He's
slip just
blinking.
further and further out of hand.
He picked me off again. Yeah, I'm officially James Winston. I'm officially James Winston. I don't even care because I can lock him up. If this was one of those games where I couldn't lock him up, I'd be upset. But I'm just fucking with him right now, so I'm just going to fucking take out.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. On 2nd and 10, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
He's in our next class.
Oh. Welcome, kids, to Mr. Navi's shop class, where we learn to build. Hey, you and I need to have a little conversation about my missing leg.